This is Justin Kendall with Wrestling Figure News and Figure Friday, and I am at San Diego Comic-Con 2025, and I'm joined by AEW star, former World Heavyweight Champion, Swerve Strickland. Thanks for being here, Swerve.
No, thank you for coming, man. Appreciate it. This is an awesome time.
This is my pleasure. So, San Diego Comic-Con, Jazzwares, they have basically built their entire Comic-Con around you from what we saw today.
It's wild because like a year ago, like it's crazy that the whole year went this fast. But like a year ago, it was like we had such like an all-star roster. We had like Tony Storm here, we had like Osprey and Britt and like Orange and stuff. So now it's just like, man, it's like I'm the one holding this down and Mike Bailey over there and stuff. So like all for this thing right here. So like it's awesome. It's a testament to like how much dedication I put into like my craft over the last year, just to have this big moment, And it's also like humbling to see how big of a moment that was a year ago, to just still keep building around that, you know what I mean? So it's humbling to me.
Well, this is your Dynasty 2023 gear. Yeah. You're in the Killmonger-inspired outfit. Yeah. You've got the Prince Nana, Jimmy Rave robe, and this is the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive this year, one of 1,000. And what does it mean to have that figure, that look immortalized in plastic, in figure form?
Like I said, it's back to the dedication. It was, I had a vision for myself when I got here in All Elite Wrestling, and it was to like make history, make a moment, make something like imprint myself in the company somehow, and somehow that like imprinted myself in wrestling in a way. And there's still so much more to do, but I went to like the Apollo Theater I think earlier last year, and it was they had like Jalen Hurts there talking, they had Michael Vick talking and stuff, and they were talking about like the history of the black quarterback, and they had like an interview with Michael Vick and Doug Williams, the first black quarterback to win a Super Bowl for the Redskins at the time. And he says like, how do you know if you made history? And it was like, well, if they write the book on the history of AEW, can they leave your name out of it? And that was a question I made sure to ask myself. I'm like, I don't think they can anymore, and it's from this moment, and so this moment, this gear, the Killmonger gear, which represented like Killmonger, not T'Challa as Black Panther, but Killmonger coming in as a radical to like come take the throne. It wasn't about like me. I was like gifted this. It wasn't inherited. It wasn't passed down to me. I was the rightful heir, but it wasn't going to be given. I had to go take it. You know what I mean? So all that now can be shared with the people. People who couldn't be there, who have to go back and watch it, who didn't watch it live. Like now you can go back and watch it live, become a new fan of Swerve and a new fan of All Elite Wrestling, and now you can take that moment and you can have it with you. We want to share that moment with you.
Well, you call yourself the franchise, and you've definitely been that. It's in that sort of challenger brand role that I remember when Sting was the franchise of WCW in that challenger role, and you've been a great ambassador for AEW. And just today, you were on the panel for Jazzwares. They revealed so many figures. The 2-pack with Nana, that's going to be a ringside exclusive. The Shop AEW exclusive. I believe you're in an outfit after you won the championship, right?
Yeah.
Sort of the same question, but just building upon all these looks, the Full Gear 2023, that was one of my major wants from that feud with Hangman.
I wanted that for so long, man. For 2 years, I wanted that one so bad.
Yeah. So, and that one's really, there's more meaning behind that too than maybe people realize, because it's the Fiend-inspired gear, a tribute to Bray Wyatt. What's it mean to you to have that look, be able to get that in so many people's hands as an exclusive in Target stores?
Well, the fact that it's going to Target is amazing. It's mind-blowing to me. Like, to me, Bray Wyatt changed wrestling television, and I don't think it's going to be realized for another, like, some more time how impactful he was. And, like, it's like, wow, man, this is, like, so unique and different. It's actually, like, so much more captivating than people actually understood and realized. Even for me, I didn't realize how big of a deal it was until, like, I got put in this position to, like, have to make, interesting television. And so I took so much nuance from what he was doing and kind of put my little spin on it, because he was like metaphysical and very like fourth wall breaking and like literally speaking to the people and stuff. He was doing so much like leaving little nuggets here and there and like in trinkets, and this represented his past, and is like this was depression, this meant like anxiety, and all the puppets meant so many different things in past moments of his life. It was so cool, and like I was like, okay, I want to take pieces of that and like try to like just even if I could get like 10% of that type of creativity, I'm gonna try and make it my own thing. And so I just went, and when he passed, it was painful for me, because like I was like with him in the locker rooms and stuff, not for like years, but I was with him when the Fiend was really like taking off. And when I was like getting on 205 Live and getting on the road with them, he was like the guy that was like giving me hugs, and like he would bust my balls because I was wearing pinstripes on my boxers one time, and he was like, "You're not going out there and wearing that out there, man, are you?" "I'm just playing with you, man. You can do what you want. It doesn't matter." He would like play like little games like that with me. Or like I would like be at the urinal in the locker room, and he'd be in full Fiend gear right next to me with the mask on. He's like just turn over like, "What's up, man?" And like just little funny things like that he would do. So he had a big impression on me in the short time that I got to interact with him. So I just wanted to pay that forward to him. And then having JoJo come out this year and All In and do another tribute with the Firefly in the back of the Triathlon and stuff, and have her sing "Ain't Nobody." Just mix those little trinkets and nuggets of pieces of storytelling in between that, and for her and for that, just to like show more appreciation to like the family, you know.
Yeah, it's incredible. In this business, your gear is what they call toyetic. It's something Jeremy Padawer from Jazzwares
I never heard that term
says.
before either.
Yeah, it's toyetic. You see it on the shelf and it just pops off. It's something, even if you're not a fan, it like grabs your attention. Maybe you want to buy it, Yeah. You get that impulse.
That's what I always wanted, like as a kid. I always like to wear what I think I would want as a kid.
Well, I mean, you did that this year at Double or Nothing with the Predator-inspired gear. And, to me, in my head, I'm like, oh, that is the perfect Comic-Con exclusive figure. And, I mean, you got one anyway. Yeah. But,
I think that's going to be hard for them to make. Maybe if they pull that one off, that's going to be awesome.
That would be amazing if they could do it. So, how much consideration do you give a look like that translating to toys?
For toys, I feel like toys right now are so super detailed, and like especially when you go look at models and like figurines and stuff, especially when they get bigger, the more detail and more close they really get. So I think like the more detail I put in, the more effort I put into it, the more it's going to like Jazzwares. I think it challenges Jazzwares and like Ringside to like, oh, we have to do that. We have to like get as close and like that, and like also the more like accessories they got to put on it. You got to get the robe. It has to have the claws. It has to have the jacket. It has to have the teeth. It has to have the feet and the shoes. It has to have like all the little things. And I think the fans like that too. They're looking for all the like, they can just copy it side by side from that real thing. So I always say like for me the Mosh, shout out Mosh, who made my championship shoes and stuff. Like the bottom the highlighter green. These glow in the dark actually too. By the way.
Oh really?
Like the actual shoes did. Hopefully the figure does. But like that was like a real cool like thing that he wanted to add to the sneaker, and they actually pulled it off. So like little small stuff they look for and stuff. So like I always look to try to challenge the figure guys, the action figures and guys with the molds and the models, and like especially even the box tells the story with the gear too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in the Nana robe, and that's something I don't think has ever been produced in figure form before. So this is the first time that it's out. Yeah. So, I mean, that's so cool because of the history with Jimmy Rave and now you, and it just it goes back so far.
And shout out to Nana because he actually still gets a cut of percentage for putting the robe on for like what we make. So I was like, give him what he needs, man. But the fans demanded the robe. It now has become so important. And because the embassy's been around for like 20 years, and I just wanted to like, if I'm like, because it was Tony Khan's idea to put me and Nana together inside the embassy, so I was like, okay, I got to take this to the next level, as high as I can go, and like there was nothing higher than Wembley, So
You've done it.
Yeah. Everything I was handed, I always wanted to try to maximize it. What's the most I can get out of this?
Is there an attire that hasn't been made that you still want to see them do?
The Predator one that you brought up is like, that's one. I think like one of my favorites. It's not a crazy intricate one, but it's still one of my favorites. Is the Warriors one from Double or Nothing? Look at me and Christian.
Yeah,
like that's like a real special one to me. A Forbidden Door with me and Ospreay. That was like the Money Mayweather inspired one because Mayweather came to see me fight and when we did Vegas at Double or Nothing. So I wanted to pay homage to Mayweather and do that one because he fought Conor McGregor in that inspired gear. So that one would be I think those are the two. Yeah.
I think people are going to be clamoring for that all-in figure too. Or all-in 2025.
I think Revolution this year, 2025 Revolution, when I did my Super Boo. Mm-hmm. That would be a cool one too.
Yeah. Well, AEW has a lot of momentum right now.
Oh,
and
huge.
A lot of that is because of you and your feud with Hangman. And there's a chemistry there between the two of you that is just so rare to capture.
Yes.
Why do you think that it works so well for the two of you?
Because we were vulnerable with one another. We gave so much of ourselves to one another to manipulate and take advantage of. Just like he had so much weight on his shoulders from the pressures of being a champion to losing the championship, to a lot of things that were going on in the back, to feeling like AEW kind of like didn't have his back on a lot of things, to all the way to the depression and is he ever going to get back to that being that guy, like, or are they moving on from him and they're going to like leave you in tags and battle royals and things like that, like so when I came out and did that promo on him, it was very real emotion. It was like, dude, what are you doing, like celebrating winning charity battle royals? You're freaking Hangman Page. This whole company's built on you, dude. Like, if you're not going to like cowboy up, like you always say, and do something about that and motivate yourself, then move out of the way and I'll take it. And which is what inspired the gear. Like, I'm just going to take this from you.
Which you did.
Yeah, which I did. And then that fired him up to be like, no, I like you. And then I crossed the line, taking it to like how far I'm willing to go to take it. So it's like, now I'm going to go further. Hangman wanted to take it further. Then he realized, oh snap! I reached a whole new power level. He broke into a new tier that he didn't know he had, that the fans didn't even know that he had. So much that they're like, you know what? This guy is like, this is what AEW is about. Pushing rivalries and people to the next level and breaking through and creating new stars. Hangman now feels like a whole new star than he did 3 years ago.
Yeah.
All from like our feud and like, not just like just me, but like everything he's done in between that stuff too. Like he's such a great storyteller, such a great main character. Like I truly believe he is the main character. I'm the franchise, but Will's the feeling of AEW. Because we all capture those essences of what we are, the franchise of this promotion, like what we can do outside of just the in-ring. I'm like, I capture that. Will Ospreay captures the feeling of what you want to see when you come and watch AEW, especially with a pay-per-view, and Ospreay's on the card, it's going to be fireworks. So he captures that feeling, and then Hangman is truly the main character because it all starts with him.
Yeah, you're
three pillars. It all starts with him, and it ends with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're the pillars of the company. Last question for you. You resigned with AEW in 2024, and I want to say you put out a tweet or something on social media that said, you got 5 more years.
Yeah.
Do you mean like you're done after 5 years, or
I mean every word.
So
I've not lied to the fans one time about that kind of stuff, and truly like I don't want to give my talents, my abilities, my mind, my body, my soul. I don't want to give any of that to anybody else. I want to give it all to AEW because they give all the resources to me, and I've shown my loyalty. I shown not just my loyalty, but I showed my dedication. I showed my appreciation. I showed that I'm not in it for me. I'm in it for AEW.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I want not just me to reap the benefits. I want everybody to reap the benefits of what AEW can offer. Even the fans, I want them to reap the benefits of what AEW can offer. And I want to keep doing that. That's the challenge, and that's the fun.
Mm-hmm.
I find the fun in all the challenges. Like, what does AEW like? Oh, they don't have this. Okay, that's the challenge. Then we're going to get that. Like, oh, they're not here. Oh, that's the challenge. Then we're going to move it up to here. We're going to move these. We're going to move the stats up here. We're going to move the numbers here. We're going to move the draw, the gate. We're going to move the ratings up to. That's the challenge and the beauty of it. You know, I don't want to be just like a factory worker in a machine. I want to be part of the machine. I want to be like in the office. But the fun part about being a part of the office, I can still go down and like meet the people.
Mm-hmm.
You can still meet the people and still get next to the coworkers and all that stuff and help bring them up and teach and help and find new ways and like not just necessarily do what's always been done, but create and craft and explore the next stages and the new ways of doing things that hasn't been like uncharted territory.
Yeah.
You know, I think AEW right now is an uncharted territory in wrestling history.
I do too.
So like everything we do is new. Everything, every single day, every hour that ticks forward is new uncharted territory for not just AEW, but for the wrestling business. And I think that's the fun, the creative, the exciting, the anxiety-inducing and nervous part, but that's still the fun and the challenge of it. That's just me.
And so you still want to be involved with AEW even after the 5 years, but
that's a discussion that we'll have at year 5.
Yeah. Well, get on it, Tony Khan.
Yeah.
So, right on. Well, thanks for doing this, Swerve. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
My pleasure.
Absolutely.